The first reason we want to cover is somebody not managing their blood sugar. Most people watching my channel for a while are going to understand that eating too many carbohydrates is going to create insulin spikes, and that high insulin is going to trigger the body to store more fat and restrict fat burning. Most people watching me know that kind of stuff, but a lot of people, it just kind of surprises me how many people don't know this yet. So we need to put this as the foundation because it really is the biggest factor. Problem number two, which is a person being insulin resistant. Because if a person has been eating too many carbohydrates too often for too long, the body's going to continue to raise that insulin to deal with that higher blood sugar level. And the longer that insulin is high, the less receptive the cells begin to become to that insulin. So when the cells are like, I don't want to listen, insulin's been yelling at me all day for years, I'm not going to listen to it anymore. Then the body's like, all right, I'll just make more insulin to get the job done. So eventually the cells become less receptive to that insulin. Insulin stays a lot higher, a lot longer, constantly sending the signal to store more as fat. Now, problem number three that can restrict weight loss is not making enough stomach acid. We really need to be able to break our food down into the elemental nutrients that our body needs in order for our body to really benefit from the foods that we're eating. There's a lot of people out there that believe that weight loss is just about this calories in, calories out. You have to burn more calories than you consume. If you consume too many calories and you do not burn enough calories, you will have too many calories and you will add weight. Blah, 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 blah. The reality is that if you're in this camp, you need to understand that you are what is called wrong. So there's a lot more reasons that a person could store fat, store body fat, store junk and toxins in fat, and it has nothing to do with the amount of calories that a person is eating. So if a person can't digest their food correctly, that has to be broken down by process of rotting and fermenting. And that rotting and fermenting can create gases and toxins and all these problems. So now instead of the food giving the person fuel that it needs to run the body, it's giving the body a burden. Now the body's got to figure out, what do I do with all this junk that I can't process correctly? Oh, I know. I'll shove some of it in fat cells. It can't shove everything in fat cells, but there's a lot of stuff that it can shove into fat cells for safekeeping because the body is just overburdened with all this junk that it doesn't know what to do with.